Hi crafters, this is Holly with KeepThoseScissorsFlying.blogspot.com. It's another cold day here in Michigan. Most of the schools are out because it's well below zero. So I thought, hey, why don't we get a little something started with some spring products? So I'm going to teach you how to make this card today. This is using the pattern from Make It From Your Heart, Volume 2. See, Volume 2, loving it. It's this card. We've done this card before, but I thought, well, let's make it again because I still love it. It's one of my absolute favorite go-to patterns. Now for the dimensions, so I'm going to show you this. Here it is. Okay, this white piece here is going to be cut at 2 by 2. The Lagoon piece is 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. This sheet of paper here is called Lollydoodle. It may be my absolute favorite that's in the new spring book. Not quite sure. There are 7 papers, so, you know, but I still think it might be my favorite. But anyway, this one is going to be cut at 1 3/4 by 5 1/2. We're going to do just a tiny piece of pear, and that's going to be at 1/2 inch by 5 1/2. And then this is cotton candy. And of course, anybody who knows me, I'm loving all the pink colors. So this is cotton candy cut at 2 by 5 1/2, okay? These 2 strips here are the brand new, and you are getting a sneaky peek right now, brand new Lagoon shimmer ribbon. It's called Teal Shimmer Ribbon inside the catalog, but it matches Lagoon perfectly. Then I'm going to put a teeny tiny little piece over here of the silver, and this little dot. Do you see that little dot? Yep, it's called a flamingo dot. It's just like the aqua dots, but they're in pink, all in the same hot pink. Just loving it. We're going to color it our high in markers, and the high is a brand new little M stamp. Love it. I love the little M's. They're only $2.95. How can you go wrong? You can't. This one's called High. Perfect name for it. All right, ready? Let's get started. So we're going to set that all aside, and we're going to grab our piece of 2 by 2 white, and we're going to stamp the high, and I'm using a 2 by 2 block because I want to keep all my stamping all on as close to the edges as possible. All right, if my head goes in, yeah, no, I'm sorry. Okay, so we're going to stamp the high on the 2 by 2 white and archival black, and then we're going to set that aside to dry. Okay, the archival black is not as juicy as the pigment inks, but it is going to give you a nice crisper image when you are stamping. I mean, do you see how nice and crisp it is versus just a basic black or a pigment black? Love it. I love archival black. So that is that. Then the next thing I'm going to do while that's going to town, drying, I'm going to use a little bit of Lagoon, and I'm going to ink my edge. Now, I have read somewhere on one of my friends' blogs that I guess distressing using ink is supposedly the out thing to do. Well, I'm sorry, I still love it. So to me, it's still the in thing to do. All right, so we're going to do that. Now, I've already begun coloring this one so that we could kind of speed up the process. I used Buttercup for the center of my flower and just a little bit of the lines at the bottom of the high. So it's a little bit of Buttercup, and it's just Buttercup, solid Buttercup. Then we're going to use Lagoon Light, and that I used in the tiny bit of the flower as well as the bottom portion of the H and the I for high. Then I used Cotton Candy Light for the flower itself, the outer edge of the flower. And now I'm going to use Pear, and not the Pear Dark, I just want the regular Pear to color in the lettering for the high. Okay? Easy peasy, right? Okay, so our next step is, why don't we assemble our card? Okay, so we're going to set that aside, and let's get it assembled. We're going to put the high in the center of the Lagoon, and remember that's 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 so that you have a pretty little frame going on. I'm going to use Lollydoodle. Okay, so here's Lollydoodle. This is only one piece of it. This is the back side. It's tiny little cotton candy chevrons. So pretty and so fun. Okay, I think I like it like that, so these colored pieces are going down. All right, that is the first piece that goes onto the card. And all this is a basic A2 white card base. And I'm putting it towards the edge, but not all the way to the edge. I have just a little line there. Okay, like a little border, so to speak. Let's put our pear on next. And the pear is going to get but right up to the Lollydoodle. And I think maybe I like the Lollydoodle paper the most, probably because of the name. I love the name Lollydoodle. I mean, how fun is that? Now we're going to put cotton candy right here on the edge, and it's going to kind of finish it off for us. Okay, this piece we are going to put on with some foam tape because we want to have some dimension, and you know, you can't go wrong with that. So just a little bit of foam. And I'm going to put it down here to the bottom corner. Voila, just like that. I'm going to take a piece of my shimmer ribbon. For this one, I just want to do a little angle. And I'm going to just tuck it under, just so that there's just a tiny little bit of a pop of sparkle. Then, using the new teal shimmer ribbon, let's go ahead and give it a little pennant flare at the bottom. That's one. I think on my original one I cut these a little longer so that there was more of a contrast to them, but it's okay. And remember, when you are using your shimmer ribbon, make sure you leave yourself a little tail on the spool so that you're not searching for the beginning, because that will drive you crazy. So just leave a little bit of that clear backing as a tail. And I'm going to put that there. Let's do a little quick trim job off the top of our card. And obviously the side of the card as well. Now I decided to make this card specifically because I'm involved in a team swap with all the Northern Stars, which is my upline's big team. My team is called Keep Those Scissors Flying. So I thought it was fun, it's cute, it's whimsical. Not only that, but you know, this weather is driving me bananas, and I think it's driving everybody else bananas too. So we needed something bright and cheery and fun, and so why not a fun high that's bright and shiny? And I'm going to just do one tiny little flamingo dot in the center of the flower. And I guess I didn't really need to color the center of the flower because you can't see it anymore, but it's okay. So, what do you think? If you are interested in this card, we can make it at a home gathering. It'd be super fun. Also, all of these supplies will be available starting February 1st in the brand new idea book. So if you haven't gotten yours yet, which many people have not because it hasn't gone live yet, only my croppers on Saturday got theirs. So if you want yours, give me a jingle and we can work out a deal of some sort for you to get your copy. Or join us next Thursday at Big B for our Valentine card class, and you can get yours then. Alrighty, so again, here's our supplies. 2x2 block, archival black ink, Lagoon ink. These are the marker colors, Buttercup, Pear, Lagoon, and Cotton Candy that we use. And you can always go shopping at hollyvalerius.ctmh.com, or you can check out my blog at keepthosescisorsflying.blogspot.com. Have a super day. Bye.